Welcome to the class. See, in our previous class, we have discussed about the topic applications of derivatives. In that, we have discussed about increasing functions and decreasing functions. So, how we use the derivatives to determine or find whether the function is increasing or decreasing in some specified intervals. See, there are some basic and very important points we have discussed in our previous class. See, if that f dash x is greater than 0, that is, say, derivative f dash x means dy by dx, that is slope of the tangent. If it is positive, then the function is said to be increasing, which is strictly increasing or increasing. Then if the slope of the tangent or sine of the derivative, that is f dash x, is negative, then we say that the function is decreasing. So we have worked out some of the examples and find out the intervals. Okay, we have found out some of the intervals in which the functions are increasing or decreasing. So in let us in this session let us discuss about another subtopic under applications of derivatives, maxima and minima. Okay, see, let us try to understand this in a very simple way. Okay, maxima and minima. See, in this, what are the points we have to cover here is at which point the function will be, or the function will reach its maximum value, and at which point the function reaches its minimum value. See, maxima, it is plural, minima, it is also plural. So maximum, it is singular, minimum, it is singular. So we have done maxima and minima. So before going to discuss about these definitions, so let us consider the graphs here. So graph of the functions. Okay, so if the function is the curve, so given curve is like this. So let me write this. See here. So if the function is y is equal to f of x. See, I have drawn the curves here. See, y is equal to f of x. Okay, see, I will mark one point here. See, observe this. Okay, so I have a point here. See, I will consider some interval. Okay, I am talking about, see this, I let I be the interval. So I am discussing about these points which lie in my interval. So there are some points, say A, B. Okay, see here, observe this point here. See this point. So let us call this as let us call this point as a C. So C is a point in my interval. So let us mark this point here. Okay, C. So let me consider this interval from here to here. See this, I will say this f of C. So this value, okay. Then this will be here. This will be what? This will be f of C in that case. Okay, I can mark it there. Okay. See, observe these two graphs here. So here, see, observe this. The value, see here, the curve. See, the shape of the curve is, okay, shape of the curve is like this, and here, so here it starts from here, and okay, it reaches some point, and then once again it is, see here. So here we know that f dash x. So what is this f dash x? F dash x is, we know, derivative, that is nothing but slope. Okay, slope of the tangent, we know this. That is by Rolle's theorem. The claim is, so the derivative can also be told as slope of the tangent to the curve. See here, so I can easily say that at this point, the function attains its maximum value. See, in this here curve, shape of the curve is like this. See, at this point, the curve reaches its minimum value. See, maximum value and minimum value. So here we can say it mathematically. Okay, so if I have a point C in my interval such that this f of C, see, this f of C is greater than or equal to f of x, then we say that the function is attained its maximum value. So here, if I get a point C in my interval, okay, in this interval, such that f of C is less than f of x, okay, less than or equal to f of x, then we say that the function has attained its minimum value. And see, this point is called, whatever the point I got within that interval, I have considered this as C. That point is called point of maxima, okay, or point of maximum singular. Then this point is called point of minimum, okay. So so what is the value, maximum value of the function? That is called max value. What is the minimum value of the function? That is called minimum value of the function. So here, these are the mathematical definitions. So if I get a point C in the interval such that f of C is greater than or equal to f of x, that is considered as maximum, and f of C less than or equal to f of x, if I get a point in that interval like this, then that point is considered as point of minimum, okay. So these are the definitions here. See, this point C, whatever we get in the interval, that point is called point of minima or point of maxima, okay. So these are the basic concepts we need to understand in the beginning. Then, so let me consider let me consider this another concept here. So let us draw it again here. Okay, so let me draw the graph roughly. So observe carefully. Okay, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Then let me draw it again here. So I will draw the same graphs. Okay, so x-axis and y-axis. So this is the origin. Okay, see, let me draw the curve here. Okay, so I will see, observe this. So observe carefully. See this. So if my starting point is, so I will begin my journey from this point. See, observe the curve, shape of the curve. See, it is, see, observe this, increasing up to this. Okay, so if I draw the tangent at this point and this point, see, I will, what is the slope of the tangent? It is 3 f dash x. So it is greater than 0. See, from this point, observe the shape of the curve. So it is increasing, that is slope of the tangent to the curve, that is slope is positive. So from this point, the slope is what? Positive. So positive. See, up to which point it is positive? See, it reaches certain point and it goes through or pass through this point. See, after passing this point, once again, see the shape of the curve, see, decreasing. See, it is increasing here. So we know this is increasing, that because this sign of the derivative is greater than 0, we know that f dash x is greater than 0 means it is increasing. So increasing means that we denote is positive. So positive, positive. See here, as soon as it reaches this point and after it crosses this point, so what is happening? See, in this portion. So here, see here, decreasing. Okay, so we'll write decreasing. See, f dash x is less than 0. From this point to this point, it is decreasing. See, decreasing. That is slope of sign of the derivative, that is f dash x is negative. It is decreasing. See what is happening here. So if I consider one point, okay, say C, I will consider one point at this point. Okay, let me mark the point. Okay, to the left of C, I have some numbers, and to the right of C, I have some numbers. Okay, see, remember that. To the left of C, that means less than C. Then to the right side of the point C means greater than C. So on both sides, I have some points. So the shape of the curve, see, it goes like this and passes through this point. Okay, this point C. See here, I will draw the tangent here. Okay, so here we know by Rolle's theorem, see, at this point the derivative is what? The slope of the tangent at the point is 0. Okay, that is f dash C. See, at this point derivative is 0. Okay, see, the curve starts its journey where it is increasing. Okay, increasing, and at some point f dash C, that will be 0. So it passes through this point, and once again the slope of the tangent, that is f dash x is less than 0, decreasing, so that means minus, okay, minus, see, plus to minus, okay. So then this point, see, that point, whatever the point we are considering, that C, that point is, at this point the function is set to attain its maximum. It is called, see, it is called point of local maxima, point of local maxima, okay. This point is called point of local maxima. See, local, we have used the word local. Local means, see, other than this point there may be some other points, okay, not near to this point. So that's why we have used the word local. Local means it is the only point at which the function attains its maximum, okay. There may be some other points but not nearer to this, there may be somewhere else. So to denote that, we have used the word local maxima. So local maximum means what? The function, see, f dash x, derivative, okay, derivative, sine of the derivative, see, f dash x, I have written f dash x, sine of the derivative, see, sine of the derivative is positive, okay, it starts from positive, see, positive to negative. Sine of the derivative changes from positive to negative. Observe this first graph, what I am saying. So see, to the left of the point, to the left of that point we will be having some numbers. See, to the left of this means I will be having, say, c minus h. This means all the where h is greater than 0, so all the points which are to the left side of c, that is c minus h. Then I will be having some points to the right side of c also, so that they are denoted by c plus h. See, this interval, c minus h comma c plus h. So the curve begins its journey from this point and attains this point, and once again it continues its journey, okay. See, increasing to decreasing, see, increasing to decreasing, that means we get a point, that point is called local maxima. So local means other than this point there may be some other points also, but not nearer to this point, okay, they may be somewhere else. So to specify that, we will use the word local maxima. So local maxima means sine of the derivative, observe this point carefully, sine of the derivative, I am saying sine of the derivative, that means f dash x. So we will be having a function. See, this what is the shape of this graph? Whatever we have drawn here is, this is a function, okay. We have drawn the graph of the function. Some function is given to us which is of the form y is equal to f of x. We have find out the derivative, see, f dash x. This is applications of derivatives, okay. See, sine of the derivative changes, okay, sine of the derivative changes from positive to negative. See, positive, at some point it will be 0 here, okay, 0. So 0 means that f dash c is equal to 0, okay. Slope of the tangent at that point is 0. Then once again after crossing this it falls, means it decreases. So one point we notice from this graph is sine of the derivative changes from positive to negative, okay, positive to negative as x approaches through the values, okay. So I am talking about left side of c and to the right side of c up to this point. So if the sine of the derivative changes its, okay, if the derivative changes its sign from positive to negative, then the point is considered as local maxima. This we have to remember. Positive to negative, then we get a point, that point is called as local maxima. See, this second graph, observe the second graph. See, the starting point is here. See, at this point, see here, we will draw a tangent here. See, f dash x. See here, easily say the slope of the tangent to the curve, that is derivative is, the slope of the, this one is 0, this is less than 0, that is decreasing, okay. We can say that it is decreasing. See this point, observe this point, see, okay. So at this point, see, at this point derivative f dash c will be 0. Then see, after passing this, it will once again, it will be what, greater than 0, that is it will be what, increasing, okay. See, curve starts from this, so decreasing, that means decreasing, then it reaches some point where f dash c will be 0, then once again it increases, okay. So f dash x changes its sign from negative to positive. See, negative to positive, then we get a point, this point is called local minima. Okay, then the point is called as local. Okay, observe this, local minima. Okay, so these are the two very important cases, and here we are considering the first derivative. Okay, that's why it is called first derivative test. So what are the 2 points in the first derivative test says? So first derivative test says, if, observe the words carefully what I am saying and what I have written on the board. If sign of the derivative, see, we are talking about sign of the derivative changes from positive to negative. That means f dash x changes its sign from positive to negative. As we have some values to the left side of okay, we have some points to the left side of C and to the right side of C. That interval is considered as C minus h and C plus h. You don't have to bother about this. Okay, if f dash x changes its sign from positive to negative, then we get a point. That point is called as local maxima or local maximum. Point of local maximum. Okay, this is plural, maxima. So there will be other points. Then similarly, if f dash x changes its sign from negative to positive, see, decreasing then increasing. See, f dash x less than 0, then see, negative, 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 I have written positive. So negative to positive, then that point is called as point of local minima. See, that specific point, see, at this point the function will have some value. That value is called maximum value, and at this point the function will have some value. That value is called minimum value. Okay, see, point of local maxima, point of local minima, maximum value, minimum value. So these are the 4 important concepts we have been explaining. Okay, you are observing on the board. So that is, a high point is called maximum value. You can also say that low point is called minimum value. Okay, that mathematically we are telling that if f dash x changes its sign from positive to negative, we get a point called local maxima. If f dash x changes its sign from negative to positive, we get a point that is called as local minima. These are the 2 cases. See, third case, if, what happens here? See, third case is, if f dash x changes its sign, okay, if f dash x or f dash x does not changes its sign. See, there are 2 cases here. Positive to negative means we get local maxima. Negative to positive means we get local minima. So if nothing happens, if the f dash x does not changes its sign, okay, then flattens. Okay, if it is flat, positive, positive, positive only. See, it does not change its sign. If f dash x goes like this, positive, then or it may give us negative, negative, negative. That means neither positive to negative, neither negative to positive. Then we cannot say that we cannot find out the local maxima or local minima. Okay, so that is the third case. So here first order, the first derivative test, first order, that is f dash x first derivative test says, if f dash x changes its sign from positive to negative, we get a point that is called local maxima, point of local maxima. If f dash x changes its sign from negative to positive, then you get a point that is called point of local minima. If f dash x does not change its sign, such a point is called point of inflection. Okay, that is called what? Point of inflection. So these are the 3 cases. This is point of inflection. So this combining these 3 points, this is called first derivative test. See, on the basis of first derivative, we can decide what is the maximum point, what is the minimum point, and what is the maximum value of the function, what is the minimum value of the function, based on the first derivative test. Okay, this is called first derivative test. So this is the first important concept of our session, first derivative test. Okay, so make it clear. So here we are using only the first derivative test to find out the maximum and minimum value of the functions. Before that, we have to find out the points, at which point the function has maximum value and at which point the function has minimum value. So this is the first derivative test. We can use this to find out the values. Okay, this is a very important concept. So I will consider some examples later. Okay, then